What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, and it is that spooky time of the year again. That means everybody's biggest fears come out, including ghosts, ghouls, and of course Gengar leads in Go Battle League. I've had a lot of fun terrorizing people with this team. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. Now let's jump into the battles. In this first battle, I run into a Togekiss lead. This is perfect for Gengar since I run Sludge Bomb. Against any Charmer, I never bait, I just go straight to Sludge Bomb. Gengar gets energy so quickly, there's no reason to worry about baiting. My opponent does properly shield, and then they are able to throw their charge attack, so I have to shield as well. But that's okay, because I'm close to my next Sludge Bomb. If this lands, it will take out their Togekiss. They let their Togekiss go down, and then they bring in Venusaur. This is perfect, I can keep the Venusaur away from my Swampert. First, I want to scare them a little bit more with my Gengar, so I throw Shadow Punch. They think it's a Sludge Bomb and they shield. Now my Gengar lead has put me up one shield, plus I'm able to properly align my Pokemon. They do have a Gyarados in the back, which isn't the best matchup for Swampert. Gyarados will be resisting all three moves, Mud Shot, Hydro Cannon, and Earthquake. There's not anything that I can do much damage with against Gyarados. However, since Swampert is so spammy with those Hydro Cannons, I'm able to put some pressure on them. I get their Gyarados very low with the Hydro Cannon spam, and then he throws a charge move at me. I'm okay with going down at this point. Remember, my Escavalier still has some energy and is very healthy, plus I still have one shield. Drill Run probably would have taken out Gyarados, but to be sure, I go ahead and throw Mega Horn. All my opponent can do at this point is bring back in Venusaur and spam me with as many charge moves as they can. However, Escavalier resists both Frenzy Plant and Sludge Bomb, so there's really nothing he can do. I'm not even worried about shielding at this point. I know I've got this one. I try to go for Mega Horn, but he ends up just backing out, and that's one game won. Second match is against Takibana62, and I met with a Gengar mirror lead. Lucky for me, I have very good IVs on my Gengar, so I'm confident I can win switch advantage. He does throw his Shadow Punch, so I go ahead and throw up a shield, but I'm just going to farm him down and be left with tons of energy for whatever comes in next. My opponent brings in a Poliwrath, and I bait with a Shadow Punch first. I'm hoping to get a shield since they know I had so much energy. I do get the shield, and then I'm able to throw the Sludge Bomb, which does some pretty heavy damage even though it's neutral. He is able to farm me down, so I bring in my Swampert. He quickly gets to a charge attack, and I'm thinking it might be Dynamic Punch, maybe I should shield, but I go ahead and let it go. He does land the Dynamic Punch. I do farm up, hoping to bait the Earthquake and get their last shield, but I don't throw quite enough Mud Shots. I'm one short, and he reads my bait. I get a little bit greedy here, and he's able to throw another Dynamic Punch. That's okay, I use my second shield. I'm able to Mud Shot him down and have tons of energy for whatever comes in last, which is a Machamp. I'm able to throw back-to-back Hydro Cannons at him. The first one gets the shield, I go ahead and throw the second one. It will be doing some pretty heavy damage against Machamp and putting Escavalier in a pretty good position. Normally Machamp would be good against Escavalier, but all I have to do is get to one Drill Run and I'm okay. I'm almost there and he throws his charge attack. I get scared, it could be close combat, but it's just cross chop. I survive. I'm able to throw my Drill Run, and that's the GG's. In my first two matches, I was able to go up against some fairly easy leads for me. That's not the case in this third battle. My opponent starts with a Shadow Magnezone, which both Swampert and Escavalier will do fine against, but not Gengar. I switch to Swampert, and here's the risk with this. There's so many Venusaurs in GBL. It's exactly what I ran into here. I get hard countered. I am able to pressure them, first with an Earthquake and then a Hydro Cannon, but he's able to shield and keep all his energy and just farm me down. Now Escavalier has an opportunity to shine. Because they never threw energy, they're going to have at least 2 charge attacks ready to go, but of course Escavalier takes resisted damage from both. I know I'm going to need my shields for Shadow Magnezone when it comes back in, so I don't shield and I just eat both the Frenzy Plants, which does put me pretty low. They bring in Shadow Swampert, and I try to farm up to a Drill Run and get out, but they get to their Hydro Cannon first. I'm going to have to use a shield at this point, and then I switch to Gengar. Because they are a Shadow Swampert and they'll be taking more damage, I just go with Shadow Punch. It'll chunk at them. They get to their next Hydro Cannon, and again, I know I need a shield for that Shadow Magnezone. I'm going to have it. I bring back in Escavalier, and I'm hoping to farm them down, but I'm not able to. I have to throw Drill Run. Okay, so this puts me in a little bit of a bad situation. My opponent still has a shield, so I'm thinking I have to get to 2 Drill Runs. I'm almost there, so I go ahead and throw one, but I didn't realize how low they were getting off just the counters alone. I should have just gone straight for the farm down. I end up throwing, it's fine, I'm gonna get their shield right here, and then I counter them down. I think I've won, but I forget they still had a Venusaur in the back. That's a GG's, well played to my opponent. Jumping into the third matchup, I met with a Gallade lead. This is a very tough matchup for Gengar to win, but it is winnable. What you have to do is you have to only farm until you're almost at 2 Shadow Punches, and then you have to throw them back to back. If they're able to sneak into confusion, you will not win this. I am able to successfully do this, and I'm able to throw my second Shadow Punch. They end up giving me both shields, which I'm okay with, but I don't want to bring in Swampert because they have Leaf Blade, which will be doing massive damage. Still, they have close combat. I know I have to shield the first one. After that, I'm thinking I can farm them down. They throw a charge attack. I'm thinking it's just Leaf Blade, but no, they got to a second close combat. Lesson learned, if you are in this situation, just throw up both shields. At this point, they bring in Charizard, which quickly takes out Escavalier, and I'm just leaning on Swampert to carry me home the rest of the way. I have to 1v2, but at least this is a good situation with him up against Charizard. I know he didn't throw enough quick moves to be at Blast Burn for the first one, so I let it go. And then again, I know he's still not there, so I let it go. He brings in a Lowland Mug, and I make the dumbest mistake right here. An Earthquake would have just taken him out, no problem, but I throw Hydro Cannon first. It's okay, I still get to an Earthquake, I still have extra energy, and I'm able to get to Hydro Cannon to take out Charizard, and Swampert just carried me. So thankful I had Swampert in the back. In my final battle, I'm up against Frankie Boy 94, and he brings a Machamp lead. Another great lead for Gengar. Gengar just wins so many leads in the meta right now. It's really worked out for me. They quickly run into their Snorlax, which is fine. I can switch to Escavalier and counters will be doing super effective damage. In addition, I resist body slams. I just have to look out for superpower. I'm able to put a lot of pressure on them with this drill run, which they eat. They go ahead and throw their charge attack. They're very low health, so I'm expecting it to be the superpower. Turns out it was just body slam. That's okay. They bring in their Charizard. Okay, this is great. Even though Charizard takes out Escavalier, these charge moves won't be doing much. I'm able to align him with Swampert and really just set up my end game. I am still going to have to be smart with my shields because Machamp can still do good damage to Gengar with Rock Slide, and Blast Burn does a lot to Swampert. He does throw his Blast Burn. I'm able to get up to Hydro Cannon and I throw it. I have a lot of extra energy after this as well. Gives me his first shield. I'm able to get to my second Hydro Cannon. I'm expecting the second shield here. Does he shield? Of course he does. After this, he does get to his charge move and I'm expecting it to be the Blast Burn. I'm expecting him to try to take my Swampert out. I'm looking at my health. I'm like, okay, I can handle this. He baits me with the Dragon Claw, scares me a little bit, still able to get to Hydro Cannon and have a lot of health. He actually sack swaps and catches the Hydro Cannon on his Machamp. I have to quickly switch to my Gengar and throw this Shadow Punch. I want to undercharge just a little bit so I can get some energy. I am able to take Machamp out. He brings back in Charizard, and luckily he's low enough. I'm just able to go straight Shadow Punch. Does it take him out? Does it? Yes, it barely takes him out, and that's the GG's. If you enjoyed watching me terrorize the Go Battle League Ultra Premier League with this Gengar team, be sure to like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is ChillisFM wishing you good luck in your battles.